Yeah, every game we seem to be playing pre-season is very competitive. It's on difficult surfaces, but every team's been competitive, and you expect that and you want that. I think we welcome it as well. We said to the team beforehand that we've got to do the horrible things, do them well, because they will compete against us, and they did just that. And when we went a goal behind, you're thinking, well, it's a good test again, and they came up with the answers again. So very pleased, and just pleased with the shape of the team and the way they worked on a it was a tricky surface, but they wanted to get the ball down and pass it. They wanted to score. They wanted to get crosses in the box, and just the final third, we just need a bit more work. But I'm very pleased. And Tom scored. Tom Owen scored. Little Daffyd scored, and of course Scott Barrow, who's a bit of a legend here, popped up with his usual trademark free kick and put it in the corner. So I was delighted, because that's a very, very competitive game.
This is perhaps a better measure of what pitches are really like in League Two as well. It's still early days, very early days for your players in terms of getting to know each other, seeing who does what on the pitch. So the first half in this particular, you're very dominant.
We were, without really creating many chances and without scoring. We knew the second half it would open up a bit more, but to be fair to them, Port Talbot changed the system around well, and they dominated the second half up until midway through. Then we made a few changes, and that seemed to work well for us. And obviously got the equaliser, but after the equaliser, got the second goal, and then it was lovely to get the third. But they aren't getting to know each other. We had a few men out today. Big Jan Kukowski pulled out yesterday with sort of thigh strains. He should play Tuesday, so it's best to rest him today. But little Nana Tremazi in the middle of the park, he's not really a midfield player, he's a right back, but he doesn't have to get stuck in. He's a good user of the ball too. For me, that's his position, just sitting in front of the back four, and we've got a little find there, I think, and it allowed the new father, Mark Byrne, to get forward and to cause some damage. And Big Lenny up front he's powerful, so he holds the ball up well and provided a good assist for the second goal. So for the second goal. So I'm very, very pleased. At 1-0 down, it's good to come back and shows a bit of character in the team. So it's nice to know the team's got a little bit of character and a little bit of fight.
I think I, for one, and many others would have probably expected Mark to sit out today. That's obviously you don't know him too well yet, but that's a measure of professionalism.
Well, he didn't train Wednesday.
Well done, Terry.
He didn't train.
Well done, Terry.
He didn't train Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Well done,
but I think when you have a newborn baby, I've done it myself. I haven't actually had a baby myself, but my wife's had a baby, and it's you're on adrenaline. You're so high, you want to play, and you could see that. I don't think he wanted to come off, to be honest, but. It's been a great week for him. Okay, it's not a league match, but he's certainly nice to play in a winning team, and nothing's better than bonding everybody together is a winning dressing room.
You welcome back Regan Port. It's great to see him in action. It was interesting that you deployed him just in front of the back four. Is that a needs must, or is that something you're
No, they changed their system, so we needed a bit more strength in there, and we needed more of a defensive player in there, and Regan certainly did very well. It's a new role for him, but he's got that football brain and that ability to adapt and adjust, and he wants to do well. So but like I said before, we talked to you that players have got to be multi-talented here and play in different positions, and have to play well in different positions too, because of the squad's that small.
We understand hopefully a friendly to be announced, and maybe striker on Monday.
Yes.
Happy to say that's sort of all on course? I'm
very happy to say that. That should be the news on Monday. We look forward to that as well, and we're looking for another signing as well after that. So, but I must say, the young ones in particular, people like little Daffyd Daffyd Jones comes on and does well. Obviously Tom Owen Evans scores, and Aaron Collins came on in a different position to what he did. So what it does show for me is that the players want to do it and they want to work hard. And you could see the spirit and you could see the determination, togetherness, which I think was what got us through.
Just finally on your trial list, all three of them played today. All three of them did pretty well as well. Is it giving you food for thought, or is it more of a case of money being the key driver?
Money's always the driver in this, but it does give me food for thought, and they've all done very well, and they're all good lads. They've all fitted in really well. I don't know sometimes when the players are going for balls with Brani, whether their Bulgarian has come on this past 2 weeks. I'm not too sure, but it's certainly been good to have him around, and Elliot as well, who's done very well, and Big Dave Vincent. So some decisions to make, but we'll have to make them, and we'll move forward accordingly.
Nice one. Thank you very much, sir. Much obliged to you.
Okay.